You have the books, but no time. You want to grow, but your mind is stuck in traffic. And when it's time to speak, you go blank or play small.
That is not failure. That is mental overload. And Smart Speakers Academy was built to fix that. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach, and I help you master 3 LI skills: smart reading, smart thinking, and smart speaking.
Because confidence is built on competency, and when you read smart, you unlock speed of thoughts to become the smartest person in any room.
Click the link you can see to unlock the smarter version of you. Of course, because when you read smart, you think smart. And when you think smart, you speak like a smart leader. This is your time. Let's build the smarter version of you. This is the Smart World.
Your reading is slow and steadyless. Let's make it smart before 2026 leaves you behind. You're welcome to the Smart Reading Short Break series. And yes, today is a beautiful Monday, 1 p.m. again. And I'm glad to be streaming from Nigeria today, West Africa, from where I'm streaming from. And I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. I help you master confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. And today, I'm here for that professional who has been crying that their reading is slow, their reading is steadyless. I'm here today to help you so that next year doesn't leave you behind and you do not find yourself in that circle of slow, steadyless reading. I need you to say this with me. My reading can pick up speed and be steady. Write that for me in the comment section. My reading can pick up speed and be steady. Now, before we continue this conversation, let me say to you, if you know that you are that professional who's been struggling with slow and steady reading, and you know people who are also in this space, then you should share this live with them. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell someone that this is the live they should be on. Let's get into the conversation, shall we? If you're ready, put in the comment section for me. Ready, ready, ready. Now, let me say this. It's a hard truth, but a necessary one to accept that your reading is slow, staggery, steadyless. You start a book with fire, but 2 chapters in, you vanish. Life happens, deadlines happen, distractions multiply, and what began as a goal for you becomes another unfinished story. And this keeps happening, and you are wondering what's going on. Let's be honest, you don't lack passion. If this is you, if this has happened to you before, or it keeps happening to you, you don't lack passion. What you lack is pattern. Write it down. Pattern is not the same as passion. So the reason you are finding yourself in this place of unsteady reading is because you're relying on passion. So take, for instance, you hear someone comes and the person says, oh, I do a book a week, or you are passionate about learning about finances, for instance. And then you've heard people to say a lot about the psychology of money. And then you go to read that book and then you pick it up. Passion gets you there. But then because passion is not as strong as pattern, you can't get to where you want to get to. Because you know what? Motivation is not momentum. So when you struggle with pattern and you fall into passion, you need to understand that it's not motivation that you need. What you need is momentum. Because slow and steady may have won the race in the old world. You remember that adage? Slow and steady wins the race. That's what they told us in time past, right? The truth is, that may have worked in the old world, but you see, in today's world, This is 2025. And 2026 is looking at us in the face and saying, hello, I'm a few days away. Now, in 2026, slow and steadyless means stagnant and sidelined. I'll say that again. In this year, slow and steadyless simply means stagnant and sidelined. Why? Your smartphone is speed. I keep saying it, that in today's world, speed is the new smart. So when people say, I got the smartphone, my kitchen is a smart kitchen, my phone is a smart TV, what is blowing your mind about that gadget or that space that is smart is actually the speed at which things get done within that system. So in this world where everything around you is smart, if you decide to not consider your reading, your mental smartness as a priority, you risk being stagnant and sidelined. We live in the fastest era in human history. Dear busy professionals, this is the fastest era. New trends every day, new tools, new technologies, everything is evolving while you are still processing yesterday. So while we're yet at iPhone what now? Please let me know in the comment section. We're still at iPhone what now? 17. I hope you know that the company is already trying to build the next one. They're trying to build the next one. So new trends are coming up every day. New tools. While you are thinking that AI just refers to ChatGPT, more AI tools are being built every day. Every single day. New tools, new technologies. Everything is evolving while you are still processing yesterday. The truth is, professional knowledge now has a half-life of less than 5 years. No, I don't think you got that. Let me say that again. So, what you are learning today, or the degree you have, that degree you're going to make from maybe an MBA, or even if it's Oxford or Stanford, or how big or famous, successful that university is, research has shown that in today's world, in less than 5 years, in less than half of 5 years, that professional knowledge will have half life. That means half relevance. Shocking. That means that what you knew in 2020 is already half expired by 2025. So you see this story of coach, you don't understand. Me, I used to read. I've read so much. So I know that it's just that I'm trying to pick up myself. I'm just low. That thing you read in 2026 is already half expired by the day we entered January 1st, 2025. It was half expired. So when your reading is slow, your thinking is slow. And when your thinking is slow, your growth becomes delayed. Your growth becomes, that's why the qualification for standing before kings is your diligence. And this is how I see it. That diligence is daily reading, daily doing, daily implementation. That's what diligence is. In today's world, think of any diligent person you know. Think of Elon Musk and how he keeps showing up with diligence and how diligence is making him stand before kings on a daily basis. Daily reading, you can find Elon Musk there. He reads books every month. In fact, when he was asked how he built the Tesla cars, he said, I built it by books. Daily doing, he has built a system of consistency around his lifestyle, that his reading is not in a place of slow and steadiness. Daily implementation, he is not reading to consume, he's reading to create. In our inner circle program, the book bingers will, I always say to book bingers, do not read to consume, read to create. You can't win in a world that updates faster than your mind. You can't. You can't. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of these times where we are. 2026 is coming with so much of uncertainty, especially if you're from this part of the world where I'm from. People are predicting all kinds of stuff already. I mean, it's a global thing, right? All over the world, when a new year is unfolding, people begin to predict make all kinds of predictions. Now, the truth is that it means that every new year comes with uncertainty. It comes with instability somewhat. But guess what the Bible says? In Isaiah 33:6, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times. I hope we know that wisdom simply means the right application of knowledge. So my question is, why would the Bible say wisdom and still go ahead to say knowledge? It means that when you have applied the knowledge at the wisdom level, you need another kind of knowledge. Let me explain that again. So wisdom on its own, wisdom simply means right application of knowledge. So if the Bible has said wisdom shall be the stability of their times, that should suffice, right? But it goes ahead to say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times. It means that the wisdom, the knowledge you applied yesterday is wisdom. That means you have part A of what qualifies you for stability in these times. Part B is knowledge. The one you get today, the one you get tomorrow. That is why a day without reading is a wasted day. Because guess what? You are joking with the stability of your times. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times. In a fast world, stability doesn't come from standing still. It comes from learning fast enough to stay balanced. So I need you to say this with me. My mind must move at the speed of my generation. I'll say that again. So let's say that together. Type it in the comment section, if you will. My mind must move at the speed of my generation. If you're in this generation, if you're living in 2025, I'm sorry, there's no space. There's no space for sluggishness. There's no space for unsteadiness. No space. Because the kind of speed the world is at, the kind of speed your phone is carrying, you can't afford to be behind speed. It's risky. It will keep you in the place of instability, so it's risky. I want to tell you about the myth of slow and steady. You've heard it all your life, right? Slow and steady wins the race. But you know what? That was before the race changed. So it was relevant. Maybe some years back, it was relevant. But today, the race has changed. Today's world rewards those who can process, decide, and act fast. No, not hurriedly, but with clarity. So we're not rewarding hurry today, we're rewarding clarity. How does clarity come? What is clarity? Clarity is simply discernment in the place of speed of thoughts. Now, how does speed of thoughts come? Through reading. Today's world will not reward you if you take time to process. Processing your mind is sluggish. So, if you're that person who's complaining, my reading is slow and steadyless, Let me tell you a hard truth. It simply means that your thinking will also be slow and steadyless. So when we talk about speed reading and smart reading, you are not reading to show somebody that you're doing 10 books a month. So that's not the conversation. You are reading so that you can work on the speed of your thoughts, on the speed of your mental capacity. That's the conversation. So the old method of reading one paragraph here and one page there, then tomorrow you pick another book without even going up to half of the other book. Listen, that old method of reading without rhythm, without retention, without reflection will produce motion, but it won't produce mastery. That's what I call steadyless reading. You start often, but you finish ready. Is that you? Let me know in the comment section. I'm guilty. Tell me you're guilty so that I can help you. And you know what? I used to be guilty. In fact, I picked up myself barely 2 years plus ago. So it's not been a long time. So I was that person who starts up quickly, but guess what? I'm always starting. So I start often, but I barely finish. Finishing is hard, right? So these kind of persons will know much, but they will apply little. They will collect ideas, but they will produce no transformation. So the truth is, smart reading isn't about reading faster alone. No. I mean, if you followed us for a while now, you know that at the Smart Speakers Academy, it's an echo chain, it's an ecosystem. Smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. But the truth is, it's not about just reading smarter. It's about being faster in speed, deeper in understanding, sharper in recall. I'll say that again. Smart reading isn't about reading faster alone. It's about being faster in speed, deeper in understanding, sharper in recall. Because knowledge that sits idle in your head adds no value to your life. Again, like I said, we are not reading to consume, we are reading to create. Now, having exposed all of this to you, someone is definitely asking, so why does this happen to me? Why do I read and I'm stuck? I want to show you why your reading feels stuck. Let's uncover why most busy professionals like you stay slow and steadyless. I'll be giving you about 4 reasons why this happens, and of course, how to come out of that. Number 1, no reading rhythm. So they depend on emotion, not structure. There's no flow. So in the book we just wrote, for instance, that is our inner circle program at the Smart Speakers Academy, we have built a structure. In the month of January, there's a rhythm, there's a theme for the month, there are challenges for the month, there's something around the month that we're doing. The month of February, the same. So there's a reading rhythm, there's a structure. We're not reading based on emotion. Number 2, why are you struggling with your reading? Why is it slow and steadyless? No retention system. So you read, but you forget because you don't process actively. So one of the things we teach in the book we just wrote is how to actually process an information actively. Number 3, the third reason your reading is slow and steadyless is no reflection routine. So what happens, this is what I've seen most professionals do, is that most busy professionals, because they are busy, they just keep consuming information without applying it. So they don't reflect. They don't ask themselves, this knowledge I just got now, I remember having a conversation with a team member yesterday, and I said, this knowledge you've gotten now, what is the greatest lesson you've learned? So even on an experience or a knowledge gathered through travel, for instance, when that travel, because education, a key part of education is travel, okay? So when that happens to you, you also want to sit and ask yourself some questions. What did I learn from this trip? So reflection. You travel through a book. Did you ask yourself, what did you learn from this book? What can you do differently? A no reflection routine will largely affect the steadiness of your reading and the speed of your reading. Number 4, why most professionals stay stuck and steadyless in their reading is because of no accountability circle. When you were in school, you had 2 friends. For me, I had 2 girls who were my friends at the time, and we used to read together. Like, we literally would drag each other. One person is in charge of waking us up at night, the other person is in charge of that. And so we had a structure and a system, an accountability circle. Nobody checks on you when you stop. That's why you keep stopping. Nobody checks on you while you are slow. That's why you are slow. Nobody's coming to you to say, why are you steadyless in your reading? That's why you are steadyless. That's why you drift. And this is where smart reading steps in. This is where the book bingers will steps in. Because you get weekly check-ins from me. We have a structure that checks in on everybody. A structure that shows you what you did per week. No, yes. Yes, we do a weekly process, a weekly structure. So when we say a book a week, it's not scattered. No. There's a pattern. What we have is not just a habit of reading. No. Book bingers have a system of acceleration. I want to ask you a question. Out of these 4 reasons that I shared with you, why you are stuck and steadyless in your reading, let me know in the comment section. Which one of these 4 do you think is your biggest reading blocker right now? Which one of them? Good. Now, this is where 2026 will be the year of mental speed for you. The year of mental acceleration. But it is in your hands. It is you who will get to choose your side. How do you move from slow to smart? For those of you who are now asking, Coach, don't understand. I'm slow, which I understand. Listen, I'm sent to busy professionals to help them unlock confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. I have been there. I've been in that space where I couldn't read. So when I say I have the solution for you, I have it. Let me show you how you can move from slow to smart. And here is the key mindset shift. Smart equals speed plus system. Because even the phone you call a smartphone, it doesn't just have speed. The phone is a system, right? The phone is a system. So speed alone creates stress. System alone creates stagnation. I'll say that again. If you just work with speed, it can create stress. Even normally when you drive your car on too much of a high speed, you feel stressed out. However, system alone creates stagnation. Because if you get used to a system with that speed, you just be there. It will be hard for you to shift. But you know, when you combine the both of them, you create smart flow. Now, let me show you 3 ways to make your reading smart. Number 1, the speed window. Read in short, high focus bursts. Fast. 10 to 20 minutes daily. Your brain retains better in sprints, not marathons, please. busy professionals, your brain retains better in sprints, not marathons. So give yourself a sprint of, okay, I'm just going to do 10 minutes of this book. You don't know where to get the 10 minutes from. From Instagram, from Facebook, from TikTok. Leave that phone and give yourself 10 minutes sprint of just reading. 10 minutes, just read. That's how you can shift from slow reading to smart reading. Have a speed window daily. A speed window where you push away everything and you say, this 20 minutes is just me and my book. Number 2, the smart filter. Stop reading everything. Filter what you read smartly. Stop reading everything. Start reading only what connects to your next goal. And that's why we have a monthly goal in the Book Rangers Growth. We've done the work for you. Like we've divided the 12 months of the year into the 12 key parts of a busy professional's lifestyle. So for every single aspect of your life, you are not just reading, you are growing in each of these areas. We've done the filter for you in the Book Rangers Growth. So start reading only what connects to your goal. We'll help you ask this question every time you pick up a book. What problem would this book help me solve? If you don't have an answer to that question, drop the book. Drop it. You cannot read fast that way. Sorry about that, please. So a smart filter is that you are able to filter smartly, categorically. You can actually get out and filter categorically what you need from the book. What problem will this book solve? How will it help me? How will it help me solve this problem? Number 3, the retention loop. Number 1, I said what? The short burst of time, the sprint, the smart sprint. Number 2, I said the smart filter. Now, number 3, if you want to start reading steady and not slow, you actually want to build a retention loop. How do I mean? Every time you are done reading, summarize it in 3 sentences. Ask yourself, what did I learn? Number 2, how did I apply it? Number 3, who can I share it with? Guess what? You see these 3 questions, book bingers answer it every day when they are done reading for the day, in a framework that is not more than 3 minutes daily. I'm sure that book bingers get it. In 3 minutes, these questions are answered. You get to actually build a retention loop for what you read. Because the truth is, if you keep reading and you cannot retain the information, you get tired. You start reading slow. Your reading will become steadyless. So you pick up a book today, tomorrow you leave, you say, I'm not even reading. After all, when I'm done reading, I don't remember what I read. Now, that's how knowledge becomes part of your thinking speed. Let me ask you, which of these 3 smart reading shifts can you start this week? Just pick one. Pick one. Pick one. I want us to make this practical. Here is the smart step that you can take right now. Okay? Understand that in the book we just wrote, with smart reading, speed reading, plus systems for daily practice, you begin to learn faster. And when you start learning that way, it starts affecting how you think. When you start thinking that way, it starts affecting how you speak. When these 3, I mean the 3 of smart reading plus smart thinking plus smart speaking, when these 3 come together, guess what? You become unstoppable. So you begin to read with speed. You begin to think with depth. And you begin to speak with authority. That's what gives you the professional edge. I love the way it said in Proverbs 18:16, a man's gift makes room for him. You see, in 2025, your gift won't open doors if your mind can't keep up with the speed of the room. Some of us are praying for open doors. Oh, you want the doors to be open. Can your mind keep up with the speed of that room? Can you mind? If your reading has been slow and steadyless, it's time to step into a rhythm that can help you. It's time now. It's about that time now. Step into what can guarantee you progress. That's what happens inside our inner circle program called the Book Bingers Booth at the Smart Speakers Academy. It's a premium community where professionals read one book per week or year round. Your book of choice at your time. No, Coach Grace is not going to go and bring one book and say, everybody come and read about psychology of money. What about you wanted to build your faith at that month? What if what you're struggling with is not finances at the time? So you read your book of choice at your time or year round through smart reading. Smart reading is simply speed reading plus systems for daily mastery. Now, when you join our Inner Circle program, you get access to my signature speed reading masterclass for book bingers. You don't want to miss it. That is why I train you to read faster, retain more, and recall better, even in chaos. If you use the information you can see on the screen, you can actually book your slot right away before the doors get closed and send us a message with your proof of payment and you get a slot in the Book Bingers Booth 2026. I know that this session has been an eye-opening session for you because finally you get to end the circle of reading slowly and steadyless. Because slow reading in a fast world is not humility. It is a hidden handicap. You can't pray for acceleration while you're reading in slow motion. Who answer your prayer? You're praying, oh God, give me speed. Oh God, give me speed. But you are reading in slow motion. Praying for acceleration while you are reading in slow motion. You know, the smartest professionals don't wait for perfect conditions. No. They build mental momentum. They build it. They build it through reading. They build it through a routine, through a structure. I need you to say this with me. Write this in the comment section. My reading will no longer be slow and steadyless. My mind will move with the times. Thank you. I can say it in the comment section because you know why? 2026 won't reward the strongest or the busiest. 2026 will reward the smartest. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get it. Get it. Feed your mind like your future depends on it. Because it actually does. I hope this helps today. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been amazing and a good time having you all join me today for the Smart Reading Short Break series. And yes, this continues tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the Smart Short Break series. Thank you so much for joining in today. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. This is the Smart World.
You have the books, but no time. You want to grow, but your mind is stuck in traffic. And when it's time to speak, you go blank or play small.
That is not failure. That is mental overload. And Smart Speakers Academy was built to fix that. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach, and I help you master 3 allied skills: smart reading, smart thinking, and smart speaking.
Because confidence is built on competency, and when you read smart, you unlock speed of thoughts to become the smartest person in any room.
Click the link you can see to unlock the smarter version of you. Of course, because when you read smart, you think smart. And when you think smart, you speak like a smart leader. This is your time. Let's build the smarter version of you. This is the Smart World.